At a place on the ground, Tank dropped his gaze and saw the unmistakable prints of a sasquatch in the dirt. Snowy and wet, they started at a tunnel marked the secret Arctic town. A chill ran through him. Though the Sasquatches were loose in the secret zoo, they'd never crossed its magical threshold to reach as far as the grottos. The big man ran forward, his broad shoulders nearly sweeping the walls, chinchillas dodging out of his path. He traced the tracks to where they disappeared through a branch marked the Knick-Knack and Snack Shack. He followed the markings up a steep flight of stairs and pushed through an overhead hatch door, emerging inside a Clarksville Zoo gift shop. Muddy footprints revealed how the Sasquatch had roamed around before turning back to the grottos. Chinchillas flooded into the gift shop, filling it with the soft patter of their steps. They scampered in all directions, sniffing the ground and trampling across the footprints. The front wall of the Knick-Knack and Snack Shack was mostly glass. Tank stared out into a view along the eastern side of the zoo. He saw several outdoor exhibits and, beyond them, the tall concrete wall that divided the property from the surrounding neighborhood. There the trees were sparse, and in one of them Tank spotted Fort Scout, the elaborate tree fort that Noah and his friends played in. "What were you doing out here?" Tank asked, as if he were talking to the Sasquatch. "Why didn't you—" He stopped short as the answer struck him. Without another thought, he turned and rushed down the steps, chinchillas scattering at his feet. He ran through the grottos toward the secret zoo. He needed to get to Mr. Darby, the leader of the magical kingdom, and let him know what he'd just discovered. A Sasquatch had been scouting the Clarksville Zoo, looking for the best way to invade Noah's neighborhood. Chapter 1. Kangaroo Campground. "Richie!" Ella called out. "Come on already!" Richie, who was bent down on one knee, finished tightening the laces on his running shoes, the kind he was noted for, a flashy pair with swirls of vibrant color, and hurried after his friends, the action scouts, who'd just stepped through the front entrance of the Clarksville Zoo. At the gates, Richie pitched his hip forward, plowed through a turnstile, and quickly caught up to Ella, Noah, and Megan. It being only 9:15 on a cold Saturday morning, the zoo was all but empty. The air was heavy and humid. An overnight dusting of snow was beginning to melt, its wetness pasting dead leaves to their shoes. The four friends were dressed for the weather. Ella wore her usual earmuffs, fluffy pink things that resembled globs of cotton candy. Megan wore her sporty outdoor headband, which allowed her thick pigtails to droop down. Richie wore his stocking cap, his head circled by a bulky ribbed cuff and crowned with a bushy pom-pom. And Noah wore his now favorite hunting cap, which Blizzard and Podgy, two animals from the secret zoo, had given him. Bright red with big ear flaps, it was every bit as goofy as Richie's hat. But it was warm, and Noah liked how it reminded him of his first journey into the magical world just beyond his backyard. The zoo was decked out for its annual Festival of Lights. Countless colorful bulbs dangled from eaves and coiled around fence rails. Even the trees in some outdoor exhibits were decorated. "Remind me where cross-training is today?" Ella said. Her ponytail jumped across her shoulders as she scanned her friends. "Kangaroo Campground," answered Megan. It had been only a week since their last full-scale adventure with the secret zoo. The scouts had spent this time training as crossers, secret citizens who traveled between the ordinary zoo and its magical counterpart. Mr. Darby had assigned a number of secret citizens to assist in their training. A hulking man named Tank, 4 teenagers known as the Descenders, and a group of animals that included Blizzard, a powerful polar bear, Podgy, a flying penguin, P-Dog, a rambunctious prairie dog, Little Bighorn, a bold rhinoceros, and